It's very difficult. I think I don't see there's any reason why theoretically we won't be able to build machines that can think as well as a human.
Yeah.
But that's quite a way off. But I think it's good that people are already considering, like, how do we build the social aspects, the legislative aspects, the technological aspects that are going to allow us to operate in that society. So I think for now, for like practical advice for people, I think it's about starting to dip your toe into that water, getting used to using AI tools, finding opportunities to bring it to your own workflows, to solve your own problems, so that you're kind of ready for the world as it starts to evolve and we see more and more of AI use. And I think that model of kind of humans working hand in hand with machines is going to become the dominant one for a good number of years now. And we always need to keep that human in the loop. It's so important that we are still in control of what's happening and we're still the ones validating the outputs. And, the worst thing you can do is just fire something into ChatGPT and then blindly copy and paste it into an email or into your system or something else. Like, you still have to engage your brain in that process. And we spend a lot of time in Mohara as well, helping upskill our teams on how to best use AI. Like within our kind of software development technology space, we're primed for disruption from this. And so, we're trying to help our teams really understand how to get the most from it, how to understand it, but how to make sure they're still in the driving seat and that they're getting the best from it. Yeah.
And with AI now, like, a lot of businesses will use AI on their branding, right? And if you don't, you'll see, you're looked at as like someone who's not really, innovating. But for small, medium enterprises, how could they adopt AI from like a beginning point, and not obviously on the more technical side, but how could they start adopting it in their business?
I think for small and medium businesses, it's actually easier than larger businesses because you don't have as many sort of barriers to buying some of these services that bigger businesses have. And that's one of the advantages about being of that size. You can be a lot more nimble and a lot more agile in terms of how you adopt it and where you adopt it. And I think one of the key things is thinking about, firstly, make sure you just do something, find something. And then one of the sort of mental frameworks that I always talk about is there are always jobs on your to-do list that are really boring, really difficult jobs. It's like, how do I, and it's the one that on your to-do list, if you're a small business or a medium-sized business or like we are, that kind of rolls from week to week and month to month. If you look at that, you think, okay, how can AI help me with that? And, read some guides about prompting, read some guides about tooling, and then see if you can make a start with it. And there are often things like policies or training manuals or customer support tasks or dealing with your kind of tax affairs or what have you. And it's not about getting the perfect answer. It's about helping you take that boring but difficult problem that rolls week to week and then breaking it down in such a way that you get a start and that you then can start building on that yourself. As Nick was saying, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make is just dump something into the LLM and then take, without thinking about it, the extract. But they're very good if you're stuck at getting a starting point and then using that to build on. So if you've got a problem that's been kind of sitting there for ages, actually think, could I tackle this with AI? And it's, in my case, generally like writing something like a policy document.
Yeah, I mean, like large language models, which are like the poster child, let's say, of the Gen AI movement at the moment, like they're very good at natural language. So anything where you're trying to create some content, and Beck gave some great examples there, that's a really good place to start, and to be able to draft something out of nothing, then engage brain in order to refine it, make it feel more human, adapt it to your own tone of voice, add additional details, and then put it back into the Gen AI in order to get it to validate it. And that's more than just like checking for spelling mistakes. You can do really smart things like, how might a Gen Z interpret this particular piece of content? And getting it to kind of adopt those different personas for you is a good way to get in. But I think, again, on barriers to entry, like nowadays there are free tiers on so many of these tools. So sign up for ChatGPT, try out Claude, try out Gemini. And I think that kind of culture of experimentation and play is what's so great about the Gen AI. It is about trying stuff out. These are not tools where you put the same input and get the same.